It was raining, the kind of rain that makes people walk faster, heads down, eyes away from the world. No one noticed the little boy sitting alone on the curb, except her. He was maybe 6, maybe 7, soaked, trembling, and crying so hard he could barely breathe. People passed by. Cars splashed water onto the sidewalk. And still, no one stopped. Until one woman did something that would change both of their lives forever. Because years later, that same boy came back. And what he did next, no one could have imagined. Her name was Sarah. She wasn't rich. She wasn't powerful. Just a tired woman in her mid-30s, juggling 2 jobs, barely holding her life together. That night, she had just finished a long shift at a diner. Her feet hurt. Her head pounded. All she wanted was to go home. But then she heard it. A faint, broken sob. She stopped, looked around, and there he was. A small boy sitting alone, clutching a torn backpack, shaking from the cold. "Hey, sweetheart," she said softly. The boy flinched, didn't even look up. Sarah crouched down, careful not to scare him. "Are you okay?" No answer. Just more tears. She glanced around. No one searching. No one calling his name. Just strangers, pretending not to see. "Where's your mom?" she asked gently. The boy whispered, barely audible. I don't know." That's when Sarah realized he wasn't just upset, he was lost. Sarah took off her jacket and wrapped it around him. It was the only warm thing she had. "Come on," she said. "Let's get you somewhere safe." The boy hesitated. Fear filled his eyes. But something about Sarah, her voice, her kindness, it felt safe. He nodded. She held his hand. Small, cold, fragile. And walked him to the nearest cafe. Inside, the warmth hit them instantly. Sarah ordered him hot chocolate and a grilled cheese sandwich. The boy stared at the food like it was something he hadn't seen in days. "Go ahead," she smiled. He didn't wait. He ate fast, too fast, like he was afraid it would disappear. Sarah's heart broke. "What's your name?" she asked. "Ethan." "Hi, Ethan. I'm Sarah." For the first time, he looked up, and for just a moment, he smiled. Sarah called the police. They came quickly. Kind, but serious. They asked Ethan questions. Where he lived, who his parents were. Slowly, pieces came together. He had wandered away from a crowded park. His mother was already searching, panicked, desperate. Within the hour, she arrived, crying, shaking. She ran to Ethan, held him so tightly it almost hurt. "Don't ever do that again," she sobbed. Ethan clung to her. Then he looked back at Sarah. Just for a second. But that look, it said everything. "Thank you." Before leaving, his mother turned to Sarah. "I don't know how to thank you." Sarah smiled. Just take care of him. And that was it. No reward, no recognition. Just a quiet act of kindness, forgotten by the world, but not by Ethan. Before we continue, if stories like this touch your heart, if you believe small acts of kindness can change lives, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because the next part of this story is something you'll never forget. Life moved on. As it always does, Sarah kept working, still struggling, still giving more than she had. Years turned into a decade. The memory of that rainy night faded, becoming just another moment in a life full of hardships. Until one evening, everything changed. She was closing up the diner. Same routine, same exhaustion. When the door opened, a man walked in, tall, well-dressed, confident. Not the usual customer. "Sorry, we're closed," Sarah said without looking up. "That's okay," he replied. "I'm not here to eat." Something about his voice made her pause. She looked up and froze. The man stepped closer, smiled. "You probably don't remember me?" Sarah studied his face. There was something familiar, but she couldn't place it. "I'm Ethan." Silence. Her eyes widened. "The little boy in the rain," she whispered. He nodded. "That was you?" He smiled again, but this time his eyes glistened. "You saved me that night," he said. "You didn't just help me find my mom. You showed me what kindness looks like." Sarah shook her head. "It was nothing." "No," Ethan said firmly. "It was everything." Ethan reached into his pocket and handed her an envelope. "What's this?" Sarah asked. "Open it." Her hands trembled as she pulled it apart. Inside was a letter and a check. A big one. "I started a foundation," Ethan explained. "We help lost and vulnerable children. And this," he smiled softly, "is for you." Tears filled Sarah's eyes. "I can't accept this." "Yes, you can," he said gently, "because you're the reason it exists." That night, a simple act of kindness came full circle. Not with fame, not with recognition, but with something far more powerful: impact. Because sometimes the smallest moment, the smallest choice, can echo across years and come back when you least expect it. So the next time you see someone in need, remember Sarah, because you never know who might come back and change your life forever. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who believes in kindness. And don't forget to subscribe for more real, emotional stories that remind us the world is still full of good people.